Okay, New York session done. A bit busy today, so I'm just going to do a quick recap on the trades I took. Took one trade on silver. Silver on the monthly, we've been stuck in a range for quite a while. There's an inside bar in the month, and whenever there's an inside bar, I extend the previous peaks, highs, and lows, and that becomes the range. A couple of days back, we finally broke out of that range. Very convincing daily breakout of that range, so I was looking for a continuation of the move up. Breakout levels are all bullish. Peak bias are all bullish. Was looking to take a continuation trade. So coming into the session, I saw on the H1 an inside bar. Again, inside bars, I extend the previous peaks, and that becomes my range. Right before the start of my session, I usually start at 8 p.m., which is the start of the new H8 bar. Right before that, I saw this breakout of that range and decided to take an early entry on silver. So took it like this a bit early. I took a bit of a aggressive entry on this, stop loss at the low of that H1, and was looking to take a continuation of this breakout move. Didn't work out, and I ended up taking a stop loss on this. Like I say in a lot of videos, whenever I take breakouts, most breakouts fail. So the only thing I can do is control the risk I take on a breakout and control when I take them. The reason I took this one is because we broke out of a month breakout, really convincing move up. Higher time frames, all bullish. Wanted to continue this move up. This is a trend breakout setup. Broke above the previous day high and broke above H8 high. That's a trend breakout. Thought that there was a good chance for this to continue up, but instead it reversed and took a loss on this. Took an early entry on this. Don't usually trade earlier than this. I don't trade that first hour of New York, but the reason why I ended up entering on this is because of what's been happening on gold. Gold's been having this really nice run up in price, but it's been really difficult for me to find entries on this nice move. Throughout this whole run up, I think the only trade that I took was this breakout in Asia. But other than that, it just hasn't pulled back deep enough for me to take it. And so, because I've been finding it really difficult to find an entry on gold, I ended up taking an early FOMO entry on silver, but still thought it was a good idea breaking out of the H1 range, breaking out of the monthly range on this daily chart. So missed a reversal, but I wouldn't take reversals like this. This one flipped the H8 breakout level. So again, whenever you flip these breakout levels, this is at a possible swing point, creates a peak formation. Don't trade towards that peak formation, trade away from it. So that'd be a nice reversal, but I wouldn't reverse it because higher time frames are all bullish. If you've been trying to reverse these gold moves, you'd be taking a bit of losses depending on how long you are trying to hold it for. And so my style is not to reverse when higher time frames are all bullish. I don't want to be looking for reversals. I really want to be going with the trend. So no trades on silver. Missed that, and then that's it. I stopped looking at silver. And again, now it looks like in Asia is starting to break out. But again, I have no way to enter this sort of move. But let's see if it'll pull back. I definitely want to be buying silver. So took one on SPX, another trade on SPX. Just quickly, I gotta get running somewhere. Flip of this H8 breakout level. This is a bullish H8 breakout bar. Faked out the previous peak, and then in equity open, it started to pump up. Faked out the H8 high above that breakout level, and then came right below it. So I took this trade straight off the M15 and took it down to the previous day low right here. So it took about 2 hours on this one, and that was it for SPX. What else? Yeah, basically flipped the H8 breakout level inside day, but it triggered the peak already. Usually I like to trigger the outer peak, but if I get a flip of that H8 breakout level, I'm fine with just having this fake out. So that was it on SPX, and I took one on EURUSD. EURUSD breakout levels all bearish. We broke out below previous month low, so monthly traders are in bearish breakout. Last week closed as a bearish breakout week. Bearish underneath this breakout low. I'm looking for high of the day or high of the week sells to continue this higher time frame trend. Something else I like about EURUSD is we flipped this monthly breakout level, breakout high. So whenever you flip a breakout high and trade below it, or flip a breakout low and trade above it, those always are at swing points. That flip of a breakout level, it doesn't occur anywhere else on a chart except at swing points. So whenever you flip a breakout level, I'm always aware of when this happens, and I'm always looking to trade away from the peak formation that it creates. So saw this on EURUSD, had lots of bearish confluence pushing this down. Coming into the day, inside bar again, inside day again, triggered the previous day high. I prefer the outer range to be triggered instead, but again, I'm okay taking this because it flipped that H8 breakout level. Um, Again, whenever you flip these breakout levels, they're at swing points at the, in this case, on the H8. Flipping that breakout level means you're at a possible swing point, and I want to be trading away from this peak formation. There was an entry in London, but this is after my session. So did not take that one, but in New York was watching it. Didn't have a fake out of a high to take it down, but I did see when it broke below the H8 low. So when you break below that breakout level and you break below a previous low, that turns into a trend breakout. So this is a breakout. Triggering the previous high here is a breakout reversal. Coming down below the breakout level is a false breakout. And then coming up, didn't trigger any H8 high here, but it broke below the previous low. So when you break below a previous low, it turns into a trend breakout. That starts a new trend on the H8. And so I saw that and ended up taking a trend breakout setup straight on the H8, executed on the M15, took it right down to the previous day low for 2R on this move. And then the last trade I took was on CAD yen. So real quick, again, same exact thing. Flip this breakout level. This is the last breakout bar on the daily. This is a breakout low, and then we're trading above it. So again, whenever you flip a low and trade above it, that becomes a swing point, and this turns into a peak formation. All of this is a peak formation. We broke above the previous high. So again, it's exactly the same as a Euro USD trade, except opposite direction. It's a breakout of the previous day low, and then faking out the low here is a breakout reversal. Coming up above that breakout level is a false breakout, and then I'm either looking for a retracement back to that level and a previous low fake out to continue the move up, but in this case it broke above the previous high, which is a trend breakout. So I ended up taking this right at the end of my session. This was at 11 p.m. That's when I stopped looking for trades. End of my session, took it straight off the M15 right up to the previous day high for about 2.5, 3R move. And that was it. Didn't take anything else. Took one loss on silver, a win on SPX, Euro USD, and CAD yen. I'm always looking for those swing points. It's really important to understand where you are in the overall scheme of things. Whenever I see these flips of breakout levels, I'm always hyper aware of them, and I'm always looking to take trades at swing points. Best trade setups are at swing points. Doesn't matter what time frame you're looking at. The best places to trade are always going to be at the swing points because you can hide your stop loss, and usually this is a point where price is going to be moving away from these peak formations. So the way that I identify swing points, first sign of a reversal is a fake out of the previous peak. So once I see a fake out of the previous peak, I'm interested, but that move is not confirmed until it gets below the last breakout level. So faking out a previous peak is the first sign of a reversal. Coming below that breakout level is a confirmation of that reversal. The best swing points all have a run up on price. In this case, there was a couple bars of breakouts. Doesn't matter what you call it. I just like to see a ramp up in price, but you can call it 3 levels of rise, 3 sessions of rise, day 3 breakout reversal. You can call it a fair value gap. You can call it, Fibonacci retracement, 20 EMA crossover, whatever you want to call it. The idea is exactly the same. All of those concepts that I just said all do the same thing. All they do is just wait for a swing point to form. And the way that I identify swing points is peak fakeouts and breakout levels. So these 2 levels are the only levels that exist in my trading: fake out levels and breakout levels. I don't look at anything else. And that is it. So done with that, and not going to be trading Asia today. Got some stuff to do. Not sure if I'll be back by London, but if I'm back, I'll definitely make some videos. And that's it.